Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to another live broadcast from Orlando, Florida. A gorgeous Saturday, Sunday, on the way up to 86. A good day to come and check out some animals. A lot of people streaming in here today. Ready to start their wild adventure. Feel like the straight ahead, looking good. Leaves at the top are very green. Michael, hello to you. Mark, Wesley, Chapel. My audio is coming through cleanly. Never really know. Mark is saying, check this out. I guess my audio is not coming through cleanly. All right, hopefully that will be better. I don't know the magic combination to get the audio to work at the beginning. Barbie, good morning to you. Phil, hello to you from Birmingham. Susan, good morning.
Explore. Now can you flap your bird wing? I'm going to say caw-caw.
Rudy says much better. Okay, thank you, Rudy.
Now can you get your lion on?
Technology, great when it works, stinks when it doesn't. John, hello to you in Arkansas. Nice to see you. Happy to bring you a sunny Saturday Disney morning. Rudy says, welcome back. Thank you very much. Had a very long week of, a couple weeks of work, but glad to be back at home and glad to be back where it is warm. Magical Pixie Dust, Sandy, hello to you on YouTube. Happy Saturday. And good morning to you. Susan, thank you very much. Heather, the snow. I'm not very much of a snow kind of person. So I'm much happier in the warm weather, and I'm glad to be back. But the snow can be nice when it's outside, and I'm by the fireplace. Deborah, thank you so much. It's good to be back. A lot of folks getting their photos here at the Tree of Life. We're going to make our way back towards Asia and stroll through some animal exhibits today. Thought it would be a fun thing to do. Looks like those seeing Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps are queued up to say their hellos. Karen, good morning to you in Newport News. Diana from Minnesota, hello to you. Sandy from Chicago, nice to see you. Zootopia Better Together here. 25-minute wait time for that new show that sits in the base of the Tree of Life. It's good to see some updates here to Animal Kingdom. Of course, there are lots of updates coming, especially with the new Tropical Americas, with Dinoland USA now officially in the history books. Lots of construction happening on the new Encanto ride. And I'm sure work to convert Dinosaur over to the new Indiana Jones attraction. Phil, 13 days to go. Michael, 77 till Disneyland and Aulani. That sounds like a good combination. Tracy, hello to you in Minnesota. Happy to share some warmth and greenness with you. Donna says, let Saturday begin, indeed. Make our way up towards Asia. Craig, 30 days away from 10th wedding anniversary trip. That is great. Congratulations to you. Hope your upcoming trip is amazing. Sandy, good morning. Kathleen, 51 days to go. Victoria, hello to you in Pennsylvania. Iona, good morning. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? I'm Herb.
Nice to meet you,
I like the shirt. Very nice.
My shirt.
It's a good one. I like the design.
Yeah, me too. Oh, this is the one.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
remember it. I remember
on the back.
it. Yes, the backside of Walter. Yeah. Very good.
Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too. How's your visit going?
Fantastic last day, but I've had a great time.
Good. Where are you from?
Curtis, Ontario, Canada.
Ah, okay. So you've got to go back to cold weather.
I'm afraid so. But it's been a nice break.
Good. Well, we're happy to give you some sunshine.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for saying hello.
Anytime. Pleasure.
Okay. Have a
Keep
good
up the great
visit.
work.
Thank you.
See ya.
That was nice. I like the shirt too. So, you can see Expedition Everest off in the background. Peggy, good morning to you. Steve, happy Saturday. Robert asks if it is time for a shameless plug of the Pin of the Month Club. And Robert, anytime is a great time for a shameless plug. And today you win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting it. Say it with me. You know how it goes. If you or anyone you know would like a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Welcome to Asia. Might stop and see if some of the primates are out swinging around. Then we're going to make our way back to the Maharaja Jungle Trek, see if we can spot some animals. Linda, 11 days to go. Good for you. Alan from Buffalo. I have to do a little bit of a backtrack here, but just going to see if we get lucky with some animal activity out here. Bailey asked how the work trip was. Thank you for asking. It went well. It was very busy, somewhat tiring. Delayed because of blizzards. Locked up in lots of conference rooms, but it was well worth the trip. Very, very helpful for the day job. All right, I don't see any animals hanging out here. You can tell me if you spot them, but maybe they have gone someplace to take a nap. Paula, good morning to you from Michigan. Hello. Robert, the Disney Destiny in 210 days. Good for you. Todd, hello to you on YouTube. Yes, we are definitely taking the long way around. Ashley, hello to you from Pennsylvania. Joined the Pin of the Month Club and love the stuff she got. Thank you so much for saying that, Ashley. Glad to hear you are enjoying the club. It's a great way to share some Disney fun. And thanks to everyone who does that. It's a great encouragement to me. Lynn from San Diego. All right, we're going to make our way back towards the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Might see a few people who got sprinkled a little bit on the Kali River Rapids. Now that the weather is not so cold, it's probably a bit more of a popular attraction. Good place to pick up a hat. James, hello to you on YouTube. Beverly says, stop my weekly meal prep to tune in. Beverly, thanks for doing that. Thanks to everyone who spends some of your time with me on Saturdays or after. It's always fun chatting back and forth, hearing where you are, what your temperatures are like, what you think of the latest and greatest happening in the world of Disney. Carol Ann says, missed last week, but thankful for the video library at worldofwalt.com. Thank you for that. We've been focusing on making sure there's plenty of content on an ongoing basis over at worldofwalt.com. If you don't catch it on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Pinterest or X, worldofwalt.com is a great place to go. Marie, hello to you in rainy Chicago. All right, we are making our way to the Maharaja Jungle Trek, where we are likely to see monkeys and tigers and dragons. Oh my. Enjoy the walking tour of the old royal forest. That we will do. Brian already has 82 in North Florida. We're at 78 right here on the way up to 86. A beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, Maharaj Jungle Trek open to 5:30, so we've got plenty of time to explore. Susan has 79. Donna says watching on Facebook and YouTube. Double the herb, double the fun. Thank you for that. All right, since very ancient times, the Rajahs of Anandapur have hunted tigers in this forest. In AD 1544, the king so-and-so decreed the forest a royal preserve closed to all, save his guests, built a royal hunting lodge whose ruins lie nearby. After 1948, the royal forest was given to the people of Anandapur. Today, the forest protects not only the remaining tigers and other wildlife, but is a valuable watershed of the So-and-so River and some of the last remaining virgin forest in this region. There you have the backstory. Very fun. Pat says Georgia's going to be 81 degrees today. That's great. Good to see that not all the country is frozen. Jennifer, hello to you. Upstate New York, 59 degrees. Wow, good for you. Given all of the wintry weather over the past several weeks and the blizzard a couple weeks ago, I'm glad to hear that. Tracy said, thanks for reading the backstory. You're welcome. Ron says, can we find me anywhere else other than Facebook? Ron, thanks for asking. Sure can. On most all of the social medias, I post the content that we create at worldofwalt.com, including Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, X, formerly known as Twitter. There's probably one or two others that I'm missing. So yes, you can find World of Walt all over. Just do a search for World of Walt, or sometimes it's worldofwalt.com because someone else grabbed World of Walt before I did more than a decade ago. Appreciate your follows, comments, and likes and shares all over the place. Jungle trekkers, please apprehend that tigers are frequently encountered in the ruins ahead. I sure hope so. Well, I hope they're not outside the ruins, but Rivian, hello to you. Says rain in Chicago is putting it mildly. Michael says, first time finding on YouTube. Thank you for watching there. It's more of a recent addition to the broadcast repertoire. It's not a word I get used to often. Robert said, how can he get pins delivered to Mississippi? Robert, you are prompting a shameless plug with my appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out headofthemonthclub.com. Okay, people seem to be watching something. Let's see what. Let's see if I can do a Zoom without messing things up too much. You can see that little guy enjoying breakfast. How fun is that? All right. We can check our monkeys off the list today. Michelle, hello to you, New Hampshire. Don says, can you start the mini trash can of the month club? That's a good idea. I'm not sure how we do that exactly, but I kind of like it. We all need more themed trash cans in our lives, you know? All right. This way to close-up view of bats. If you don't want to see bats, if you don't want to go batty, you can... Oops. A little bit of a stumble.
trying to get out.
I like it.
All right, that was cool. Hopefully the internet is coming back to life here. And I'm looking out and seeing not much here. All right, maybe we need to relocate so that we get a better signal. Donna says the jungle does not like the Wi-Fi. BH, hello to you on New York. I am going on an expedition. Nice to see you on YouTube. Let's wander up these steps and see what we have up above. Peggy says we have iguanas, geckos, and curly tails in the yard. Wow. Okay, fun fountain here. Not seeing any signs of life in it though. Oh, Robert says daylight savings time returns. Yes, I think it's almost time for us to spring forward and lose an hour of sleep. Appreciate the daylight. Don't appreciate the sleep deprivation. All right, we continue our trek. Judy, good morning to you. Stormy Casey. Heather says, not sure if I walked past this fountain. This is definitely off the beaten path. This path is off the beaten path. All right, Tiger Forest. Although tigers are present in the forest, you will be very safe by walking on the well-traveled paths. Meaning, don't jump in and try to pet the tiger. Peggy says, not a fan of the reptiles. Jeff says, I always forget about this area. Yeah, it's one that's definitely not a headliner. We would not call this an e-ticket attraction. But the theming is great, and sometimes you get to see some really cool stuff. Like the lizardy thing we saw before.
Behind the bush right now.
All looking. Oh, I can see. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit.
Do you know what he says, Evie?
Say cheese, baby. Cheese.
Out for a little bit of a stroll. Right, half behind the tree. Michael remembers the not a zoo.
Let's let other people see it. Let's let other people see it. Come on.
Vicky, hello to you. Alright, he is off to explore new areas. Barbie says loves the tigers.
See the tiger up there.
Alright, we continue on our tour.
Where is it?
Over there, by the window.
Great detailing in this area. Check out these paintings. Brickwork, rockwork, very cool. Karen says loves the tiger. First stuffed animal as a baby was a tiger. That's fun. Jackie says, I bet there's a keeper back there. Sees if should give him food. Oh, looks like we have some animals over here.
Note on what are some things like it's
great view here of these my very fancy zoom pinch action. They seem to be doing some good grazing here. Grass looks yummy. Says pet the kitty. Selling you kitties, petting them might be the last thing you ever do. Karen says never seen so many people here. Tracy says loves the old ruins. It does seem like there are a lot of folks back here on the Maharaja Jungle Trek today. Not something you always see. Sue said a great day for a stroll. It is for sure. Getting some good animal sightings though. These guys don't seem like they're moving too quickly. They just want to brunch for a while. Tanya says, so cool. Thank you, Tanya. All right. We march on. Continue our trek.
No, don't give it my shirt. Wait, you threw in your pocket? Oh, Isla.
Animals are making Susan smile. That's good. Karen asked, what species are those animals? I actually don't know. All right, we enter a new section of the Maharaja Jungle Trek. It's fun to see the flags hanging up above. Ah.
Oh, there's the tiger.
And we do have a tiger here. Jake, hello to you on YouTube. Kind of patrolling his area.
Look at that tiger. You see him? You see him, Marla? Yeah, Ellie, you see him?
It's a little blurry.
Over there, against the wall. You see him? The emperor beast ain't getting no love over him. No cares about the emperor.
Very cool.
So, alright, man, see you later.
He's off to new adventures.
Yes.
Very nice. Tanya said beautiful. Gary says going there today. Gary, hope you have a good visit. Gary says thanks for the walkthrough. Forget this exists. It is easy to pass by. Sounds like some roaring going on.
He's back over in the corner.
John, good morning to you in Wisconsin. Good to see you. Robert says, I wonder if the animals follow the Disney hug rule. I think they've got their own rules. Buster says, 210-pound Great Dane is having an issue seeing the tiger with loud barking, even on a broadcast. Your Great Dane has thoughts. That whole cat-dog thing. Bruce, hello to you in stormy Texas. Hope that you're doing well. I have a work colleague who's trying to get back to Houston and is stuck, not able to do so. All right, we will see what the wonders of the internet plan for us here. This is a very interesting thing here. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Well, I have ideas, but I'm not sure. Claudia, good morning to you. Kathy from the Skyline. Alright, I'm going to scoot out of here because the internet is not happy. And when the internet's not happy, the broadcast is not happy. Don't know if it's going to get any better right now. We'll see. Alright. Let's see if we can sight some feathered friends. I can hear them. I can hear some chirping. Oh, got a few here. Henry, nice to see you. Jeff says the shameless plug-o-meter is low and it's time for another one. Jeff, I love how you think, and today you win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting a never-ending stream of plugs for the End of the Month Club, even while we watch Wild Animals. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Okay, birds of a feather. Jody, 60 degrees in Illinois. That's very nice. John, thanks for putting that link out there. I think we've done a pretty good trek here. We've got to see quite a few different beasts. There's something up there, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch it very well. Phyllis, 36 degrees on Long Island. All right. I'm getting a lot of birds up here. It might be hard to see. I'll see if I can catch them. Can maybe see them fluttering around a little bit. Judy says, so peaceful. Maria says, loves the stroll. Thank you. Allison is asking about the weather today. Right now it is 79 degrees on the way up to a balmy 86, but the humidity is down. It's actually a wonderful, wonderful day to be here. Buster says, waiting for the monkeys. Sue said, a good shot. Thank you for that. All right, the internet's going to be unhappy for a moment, I think. Deborah says, the birds are a choir practice. True. Tanya says, loves the stroll. Thank you, Tanya. Karen said, weaver birds. Interesting. Dan says, loves the sounds of the birds. Buster, 72 degrees in Hilton Head on the way up to a sunny 80 degrees. Sounds like spring might be springing, at least in some places. Not on Long Island, but in some other spots. It's nice that we are maybe on the other side of the deepest part of winter. Avery, hello to you. On YouTube asks if the leaves are recovering. Some of them are, yeah. There are some plants that really got frozen and look dead on the top, but I suspect that lots of them will come back. That maybe the roots are okay, but some of the leaves just took a beating as part of the circle of life. All right, thank you for visiting. the Maharaja Jungle Trek, and I think we can check off all 3 items that we are seeing here on the sign because we did see a tiger. Actually, a couple of different tigers. We did see bats. Did we see bats? No, not really. We did see iguanas. Oh, we saw birds, so birds will replace the bats. So pretty good. Arlene says, miss hearing the birds in the winter. No, that's true. It's always very pleasant and calming to hear them. Oh, yes, we can check out the good folks who are going on Kali River Rapids. Ryan says March ends the snowbird season in Florida. True, so true. Let's see if we can catch some people here. Another one coming up here. Pam says, great ride. Someone, sorry I missed it, asked if Divine is still performing. Yes, I saw Divine last time I was here. Did not see her on this trip in. Yeah, those people got more than a little wet. Let's look over here on the
Already mostly dried off.
other side of the bridge. Or see the folks waiting to load and unload. Great theming here on the Kali River Rapids. You don't mind getting wet. Some people, they got pretty wet. Linda asked, where do you usually see the Divine? So where I typically see her is shortly after you walk through the tap styles. If you turn to the right, there's a small gift shop, and then there's a walkway back to a cast member only area. And Divine often comes out of that walkway and sort of performs near the main walkway. So come in, take a right, check it out. Oh, Carol says, best ride ever. Carol must like getting wet. And says, thanks for sharing the morning at Animal Kingdom. You are welcome. Tammy, good morning to you. Sue says, a great day to get wet. You know, this is not a bad day to get wet, really. Not a bad day. All right. Okay, that must be the exit, so. Maria says, sitting in the airport, heading your way. Maria, I hope you have a wonderful flight and a great visit. Allison says, Lion King show, best at Disney. I think many times the survey results and opinions prove you right. I almost did Festival of the Lion King today. Lisa says, never been on it. We'll watch one more set of adventures coming through here. Wanda says, surprised to see so many people with it, so many attractions closed. Still a busy place. Heather says, once waited in the covered queue for 90 minutes during severe storms. Wow, that is a long wait. Sherry says, husband's favorite, almost like getting wet. sure if I'm stuck in the exit here. Holly Rapids Expedition. So, looks like maybe I'm going the wrong way here. I did not have a fast pass or anything else. So we will go back the way we came. Don, a 15-minute wait. I am not prepared to get wet today. Robert says, water shoes in a garbage bag to hold the walking shoes in the book bag on that ride. I agree with you. It's something where you want to be prepared. For me, walking around in wet shoes, not good. Not good at all. Lisa, good morning to you from Massachusetts. Thanks for joining me here on this sunny Saturday. We do see some primate playtime here. Let's see if we can catch it. It's rather bright out. It's hard for me to know if I'm getting that animal in the shot. I think I am. Behind the tree, around the corner. Okay. Very impressive what they can do. If I go to the gym and hang from the bar for 30 seconds, I think I'm dying. You can do it for hours on end. Tammy says, is it time for a pin plug? Tammy, I think it is. Thank you for prompting another of a never-ending series of shameless plugs for the Pin of the Month Club, and today you win the award of my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to see a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Tanya saw the monkey. Okay, very good. Sue is happy for the monkeys. Always fun to see. A few people peering into this area. We'll go over to the other side and see if we can catch anything. John, thanks for putting that link to the Pin of the Month Club. It's one of my favorite URLs of all time.
Fair point. Okay. Yeah, we're putting your stuff in here.
All right, as we exit out of the Kali River Rapids area and the Maharaja Jungle Trek, see a few folks who are a little wet. I'll walk over here and see if any of the primates are playing, doing their thing. Buster says, collects pins, but mostly Donald's. Donald's a good character to collect for sure. Definitely popular. I love his personality. Allison says, sad the dinosaur is gone. Any idea on what Indiana Jones is supposed to be like? So the one piece of news that I have heard is that the attraction here in Florida will have a different storyline than the Indiana Jones attraction out on the West Coast at the Disneyland Resort. But beyond that, we have not heard a lot of details. So it'll be interesting to see. Looking forward to it. Interestingly, the ride system and I believe the track layout are either very similar or identical to what is out on the West Coast. So it would have been fairly simple thing, well, relatively simpler to just replicate what was out there. But I appreciate that Disney has decided to do something different, which is good. So same ride experience, but a whole new story experience, which I'm looking forward to. Don't see anybody climbing around out there. All right, Expedition Everest looking good. Jody says, busy with spring break time. I guess it probably is coming to that time of year. People are getting their spring break in. Tanya says, doesn't look crowded here. In this spot, you are right. It'd be interesting to see as we get over towards Expedition Everest if it feels a little more populated. John says, let's say hello to the Disco Yeti. I love the story about the Disco Yeti. He says, even organizations which are incredibly good at planning sometimes run into unexpected issues. So you may have heard the Yeti animatronic deep inside the mountain, one of the largest and most complex ever built at the time. And the Yeti was put in place on something of a tall stand inside the mountain. And after operating for just a few weeks, Disney noted that the forces that that machine created were so strong that they were impacting the structure on which he was standing to the point where they couldn't operate it anymore. And so they decided to put a disco light on him to kind of give the effect of some sort of motion as you whiz by without the actual movement that was originally planned. And thus the name Disco Yeti. There actually is a Disco Yeti shirt over at worldofwaltstore.com. It's kind of a fun design. And interestingly, Joel Rohde, who had a major executive leadership role in creating Disney's Animal Kingdom, stated pretty emphatically that he would get the Yeti fixed, and then he left the company. So I don't anticipate seeing the Yeti getting fixed anytime soon. Maybe not any time in my lifetime. So basically it would mean disassembling the mountain, which, you know, that's not something you do in a day. And is it worth tearing this whole ride apart, taking it down for 6 months or a year or 2 years, just to try to replenish one effect? We shall see. But I would not go into a betting platform and bet for an announcement or a project to fit the Yeti anytime in the foreseeable future. Ronnie's an Everest fan. Robert says body can't take the sharp turn at the bottom. This is an intense experience. But a fun one for those who enjoy and can experience them. Heather says, this is a great effect. I agree with you. I agree. It's still a great ride. Still an amazing coaster. Donna says, loves Everest. That is quite the turn. Susan says, loves the ride. Lester said, front seat or back seat are the best. Let's wait for another minute or two, see if we can catch another train coming. John says, holds the backpacks as the grandkids go. That's a good ride, or that's a good job to have. Sherry says, we ride at least 3 times in a row every time. Depending on when you visit Expedition Everest, sometimes there's surprisingly not that much of a line. This is an attraction that's been around for a long, long time, so it no longer has the new ride smell that everybody wants to take in. But still an incredible experience. Dolores loves it. Debbie is practicing her wheeze. Very fun. Ann says, loves the ride, but vertigo keeps her off. I can understand that. Sue says, never been on it, never will. It's not one for everyone. Barbara says, use a single rider line. My record is 7 times in a row. Good for you. 7 times, that's amazing. Tony says, Animal Kingdom, beautiful park. I agree. John says, Animal Kingdom needs a dedicated nighttime show. Yes, I hope that someday that will come to pass. I think with the opening of Tropical Americas and the 2 new headliner sorts of attractions with Indiana Jones and Encanto, I suspect that Disney will want to keep this park open longer, and will need to deal with the demand for experiencing those new areas. Still the demand for Flight of Passage, typically hours long. Staying open later in the day would probably help with some of that. Would also encourage people to stick around and spend more money on food and stuff. You may remember back in the day, pre-pandemic, was the Rivers of Light show, which actually just took place in the amphitheater over here to our right, or theater, open theater. Rivers of Light, though, glad that Disney tried to do something different and interesting. But to me, I would say not my favorite nighttime spectacular. If you are a Rivers of Light fan, I would love to know. Maria says, loves the ride, 79 years young, good for you. Karen says, wishes River of Light was still there. Buster says, never ridden Flight of Passage yet. It's a good one. Although if you have issues with heights or dizziness, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you can deal with Soarin', maybe turned up a couple notch, you can deal with Flight of Passage. It's pretty spectacular. Sarah, good morning to you. Allison says Flight of Passage is one of the best. Another good thing about having the park open late, in addition to money-making opportunities, is the fact that you do get to see a different look to the park, especially in Pandora. I just think that area transforms at nighttime with all of the glowing effects, just like Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom. It's almost a completely different experience day versus night. Jennifer says it was great to see it at night. Eileen says, like the River of Light show, but also not my favorite nighttime show. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Disney really invested quite a bit, but then it's not there anymore. I think one of the problems was in using the area that it's just not covered with metal benches, and it's too hot in the daytime to do much there. Stalver, hello to you on YouTube, says Moonlight Magic at Animal Kingdom was always fun. Those after hours events are always a blast. Smaller crowds, sometimes food. And I always consider it kind of a moneymaker if I can eat more than my weight in Mickey bars and get to ride a bunch of stuff with no weight. Alright, Dinoland USA now completely moved to the history books as the new Tropical Americas continues on. I believe I saw where the topping out of the steel occurred in the new Encanto attraction. So that's a pretty significant milestone. They're making some progress here for sure. Yolanda says, never had a good show there. It's kind of meh. I do understand that opinion. Do you remember the sort of kites show that they had? It was a daytime show. It was sort of fun. Something you might want to see once. Or if you can just catch it in action while going by without the long wait and big hubbub buildup. It was fun too. Jody says, R.I.P. Dinoland. Now extinct. But we were looking forward to new things coming our way. Looks like we have a parade of picnic tables here. It's kind of fun. Wendy says, loves the peaceful music. Me too. It's one of the things that Disney does so well. Oh, Jeff remembers the name Kite Tales. Yes. Disney Kite Tales. So we can see the concept art, which includes the carousel in sort of the bottom center, Encanto there in the top left, and the Indiana Jones pyramid, which is going to take over where Dinosaur was. Fountain in the middle. Very much looking forward to this area opening. It's going to be fun to see. Wanda said that the tables are a smart idea. I think so too. Kind of a shady-ish area over there, so nice way just to take a little break. The old Dino Land USA sign, also extinct. Probably see a Tropical Americas one pop up when the time comes. Gotta imagine we're still a year or more away from the opening. Jody says she remembers Kite Tales too. We got some live entertainment going on. Bob Marley and Disney. Who knew that would be a combination? All right, I think I'm going to take a short cut through Discovery Traders. Get out of the sun, even though it is not boiling hot here in March. It's getting there. Definitely warming up. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, yes, we can play our latest favorite game. I don't know if anybody saw the sign here. So we have this Toy Story playset, complete with Buzz and Woody and some other characters. So let's play Guess the Price. All of these are the same, the different toy sets. I don't know if I accidentally uncovered the price before. Let me know what you think it's going to cost. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 7 or 8 different characters. Here's one for the Lion King. Robert's saying $89.99. Here's one for Up. Buster $50, Lisa $29.99. We have Frozen. Bruce is saying $45. Some princesses here. Heather $29.99. Missy $25. Judy $50. Allison 65, Mary 47, pretty wide range. Anything from the 20s up to the 80s. Iona says 30 bucks. Marine 24.99. Greg says 40. And Greg, you know what? You are spot on. $39.99 for these play sets. Kay on YouTube said 29. Sandy got it exactly right. Good job, Sandy. You should go on Price is Right. Always fun to play that little game. I think the price was maybe on the lower side of the guesses. People were expecting a little more. I gotta say that it is kind of a tiny play set. Not something for a little game. It's kind of fun. Let's see if we can do one more. Definitely more people here. Let's see if we can check out one other item here. Okay, let's see. So let me know your guess for this piece of merchandise. Uh-oh, Barry says I'm frozen. Sue says thanks for the stroll. Have to go get her daughters. Tina says $29.99, Heather $19.99, Carol as well, same price. Seems $24.99s, $29.99s. Somehow the Wi-Fi is not doing so well. Tracy says 40. A lot of 24s, $24.99s. Rudy said 35. All right, a lot of people got this one close or exactly right. Price for this one, $24.99. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another live broadcast from Disney's Animal Kingdom, where we had a chance to stroll through the park. We got to see the Maharaja Jungle Trek with tigers and reptiles, and some beasts feeding in the fields. Had a chance to walk past the mega construction walls for Tropical Americas. Just generally had a good time walking around and enjoying the beautiful weather and the fun sights all around Animal Kingdom. So thanks as always for joining. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares. Hope that you all have an amazing weekend. And until next time, God bless.